We're going to continue now with NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell saying the National Football League was wrong in the way it handled its response to player protests over the past few years. Steve Osunsami joins us now from Atlanta with what this could possibly mean for the future of the league. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning to you, Robin. The president is already questioning the commissioner's statement, saying that the protest in the NFL is disrespectful to flag and country. This statement from Roger Goodell is perhaps the NFL's strongest yet in response to the protests taking place in streets across America. Words are powerful, and this morning the commissioner of America's most watched sport,
touchdown, Kelsey,
is taking a controversial position and speaking very clearly about the debate in his league over racial equality and social justice.
We, the National Football League, admit we were wrong for not listening to NFL players earlier and encourage all to speak out and peacefully protest.
Roger Goodell says that without black players, there would be no NFL, and says that player protests have been mishandled by the league.
We, the National Football League, believe Black Lives Matter. I personally protest with you and want to be part of the much-needed change.
He is responding to this video posted online by some of the NFL's most successful athletes, like Patrick Mahomes with Kansas City and Odell Beckham Jr. with Cleveland, urging the league to support them in their effort.
What will it take?
For one of us to be murdered by police brutality?
I am George Floyd.
I am Breonna Taylor.
I am Ahmaud Arbery.
But the commissioner can only do so much to influence owners, and the players noticed that the words Colin Kaepernick never passed his lips, the quarterback who started the protest and hasn't worked in the NFL since. Goodell also said nothing about his thoughts on players kneeling this season during the national anthem. New Orleans quarterback Drew Brees has said plenty on the subject.
I will never agree with anybody disrespecting the flag of the United States of America.
He spoke for many, but has since apologized. His own teammates were publicly upset.
I wish I would have laid out what was on my heart in regards to the George Floyd murder, Ahmaud Arbery, the years and years of social injustice, police brutality, and the need for so much reform and change. I am sorry, and I will do better, and I will be part of the solution, and I am your ally.
Black Lives Matter.
In Denver, NFL coaches and executives with the Denver Broncos took a stand with their players, joining them in a march and protest. Players Kareem Jackson and Todd Davis helped make the event happen.
We felt very strongly about what was going on in our country. So it was important for us to get out there together and show that no matter what race, ethnicity you come from, this locker room was unified.
It's one thing to kind of talk about things. It was another thing for us to actually, get out and put a plan into action. And that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to make an impact in our community.
Currently, the NFL has no rule preventing players from kneeling during the national anthem. Robin?
We'll see what happened going forward. Steve, thank you. And joining us now, live, Michael Wilbon, the co-host of PTI, Pardon the Interruption on ESPN. Michael, always good to have you with us. Appreciate your time. And I want to get your reaction to the statement. Good morning, Michael. Get your reaction to the statement from the commissioner. Do you think this could be the start of some real change in the league, Michael?
Robin, one would hope so, because I'm going to tell you my first reaction, and the first reaction was, this is stunning to hear Goodell say this, we the National Football League. I mean, they gave in to sort of every single wish from that group of players that expressed themselves in that video, I think it was on Friday. And to hear Goodell say that was a wow, because it was such a sea change from the NFL's position and his. Obviously, the last 4 years since Colin Kaepernick was, blackballed, essentially. But also then you think, okay, it's late, but is it too late? So it seems to be the place for him changing. The question now, Robin, the way Goodell now has embraced this so enthusiastically and thoroughly, even if late, you wonder if he would go out and take a knee himself, at the playing of the national anthem, the first game of the NFL season in the fall, if we have that. But now you wonder what his bosses are going to say. What are the 32 owners going to say? Specifically, Robin, Jerry Jones, who has said notably and pointedly he wouldn't even have someone in his employ players who take a knee. I mean, Jerry Jones said that a few seasons ago, and it didn't come up for the most part since then. What's Jerry Jones going to say now? What are the other owners who just disagree entirely, historically, the last 4 years, with the position of anyone protesting? What are they going to do now?
Well, yes, because you mentioned Jerry Jones, of course, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, and it was noted that the commissioner did not mention anything. He did say that he encouraged and the peaceful protests, but he never said anything about kneeling. And then you have Adrian Peterson, one of the best running backs in the league, who just this weekend said, quote, that all are ready to take a knee together, that the players are all ready to take a knee. So how do you feel? How do you think the owners are going to react to this if this happens?
You know, Robin, it's going to be very individual. I think you have some owners who are shocked, like the rest of us around the world, not just nationally, who are going to say, okay, I feel differently about this now than I did 3 or 4 years ago. But, Robin, the question is, we haven't heard very much from the owners. We've heard from players. We've now heard from Goodell. We've heard from the president. But we haven't heard from those owners yet. And there are going to be some owners who object. Are they going to be strong enough to object publicly at a time when there seems to be so much movement? And again, we're talking about a league that trails, you know, certainly the NBA, probably Major League Baseball, maybe even the NHL, when it comes to sort of sensitivities, if you will, about the issues that protesters have raised. So I don't think every owner is going to be in lockstep with Roger Goodell. The question is, how many are we talking about? Who are we talking about? How powerful, how influential? And are we going to have an all-out brawl over this issue the rest of the summer and moving into the fall?
And people noted that Kaepernick's name never came up in the statement. What do you make of that, Michael?
Well, you know, our colleague Howard Bryant wrote a brilliant piece that was posted now and this weekend on ESPN.com saying just that. And there's a certain cynicism, Robin, about how serious Goodell is. I mean, certainly his own video, he seemed completely sincere and attuned to what is going on and not tone deaf, as Goodell and so many of the executives in the NFL have been over the last few years. But Howard Bryant said not mentioning his name says, wait a minute, are they really serious? And we've got to give pause and see what's going to happen there, because this is about Kaepernick in so many ways, or at least he represents what it's about. We're going to have to get to that point, because Colin Kaepernick has won for now. It took a long, long time, but Kaepernick has won. This is an enormous issue. There are going to be a lot of people kneeling. As Adrian Peterson has mentioned, it's not just going to be players. And so how many owners are going to go along with this once we even get Kaepernick's name out there? That's going to be a fascinating topic to watch over the next few days and weeks.
And we will be watching. We will be watching. Michael, hope you and the family are doing well. And as always, appreciate your time. You take care.
Thanks, Robin.
Be well. Thanks, Michael. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.